Every generation faces a turning point, a moment when the rules of the global economy shift, not gradually, but suddenly and decisively. We are in one of those moments right now. What looks like ordinary market activity on the surface is, in reality, a reflection of deep strategic choices being made at the highest levels of government. These choices are not only redrawing the boundaries of wealth creation, but also reshaping America's position in the world. This is not about guessing stock moves or chasing short-term hype. It's about understanding how national policy, security priorities, and technological innovation are now converging, and how those forces are quietly selecting the industries and the companies that will define the next decade. For most of modern history, the US government kept a relatively light touch on the markets. Regulation was the primary tool, and private companies competed freely. That reality is changing. In recent years, Washington has taken deliberate stakes in industries considered essential to national survival, from semiconductors to energy to rare earth minerals. We've already seen it with companies like Intel, which received billions in federal support to strengthen domestic chip making, and MP Materials, which benefited from Pentagon involvement. Most recently, Lithium Americas Corp. LAC, joined the list. The pattern is clear. When the federal government highlights a sector as critical, companies operating within it often move into an entirely new orbit. The winners in this new system are not random, they are the players that align with national strategy. Why is this happening now? The simple answer is survival. For decades, the United States depended heavily on global trade networks, assuming that free markets would always function smoothly. But that assumption left America vulnerable. In the field of rare earths, for example, 70% of imports in 2023 came directly from China. These materials are not trivial, they are required for fighter jets, smartphones, renewable energy systems, and advanced weapons platforms. Relying on a geopolitical rival for such essentials is a strategic risk that can no longer be ignored. Other nations, particularly China, have long subsidized industries and controlled supply chains to gain an advantage. Competing against that with a hands-off approach has proven impossible. Washington is now stepping in to level the playing field, choosing not to let the market decide everything when national security is at stake. Among all critical materials, lithium has emerged as the cornerstone of this new era. It powers far more than electric cars. For the military, lithium batteries drive drones, satellites, submarines, and advanced weapons systems. For energy resilience, lithium storage ensures that bases, data centers, and command facilities can operate through blackouts or cyber attacks. From a technological perspective, lithium is essential to AI infrastructure, hypersonic weapons, and next-generation vehicles. In short, lithium isn't just a commodity. It is a strategic lever of national power. One company sits at the center of America's lithium strategy, Albemarle Corporation. Washington has already signaled confidence in Albemarle, awarding a $90 million Department of Defense grant in 2023 and a $67.1 million Department of Energy grant in 2024. On the market side, Albemarle stock has been consolidating, with many analysts pointing to a potential breakout if new federal support is confirmed. ALB represents not just a lithium company, but a pillar of America's mineral independence. The second story is less obvious, but just as important. It lies in the world of digital finance. Stablecoins, cryptocurrencies pegged to the US dollar, are emerging as a powerful tool for American influence. Here's why: the recent Genius Act elevated digital infrastructure to the level of critical national infrastructure. What used to be seen as risky crypto mining facilities are now reclassified as strategic compute centers. Stablecoins are officially recognized as a vital payment system for the future. At the center of this shift is Circle Internet Group, CRCL, the issuer of USD Coin, USDC. Circle combines two powerful revenue streams. With government recognition and subsidy eligibility, Circle has positioned itself not only as a financial player but also as a key piece of America's digital backbone. What do Albemarle and Circle have in common? They represent how government policy and market performance are becoming inseparable. The age of purely free market investing is giving way to an era where success depends on interpreting Washington's priorities. The winners will be those firms that align with America's strategic imperatives in energy, resources, and digital infrastructure. For investors, analysts, and policymakers alike, This means the old way of looking at markets, purely through financial statements and trends, is no longer enough. To understand the future, one must also understand the direction of national policy. History tells us that the largest shifts in wealth occur during times of great transition. Today, the United States is re-engineering its foundation, securing critical minerals, fortifying digital financial systems, and investing directly in the infrastructure of the future. Albemarle and CRCL are not isolated stock stories. They are case studies in how economics, security, and policy now converge. The essential question for anyone watching the markets is this: do you recognize the difference between short-term noise and long-term strategic change? Because in this new era, the ability to see the difference is not just a skill, it's the key to understanding where the world is headed.